So they turned the internet off at 8 p.m. and I'm trying to see what time they'll turn it back on. And you never really know. You just sit here waiting for it to connect, and then it just fails to connect. I'm waiting for it to connect. It's 4 minutes to 7. They might turn it on at 7 a.m. They might turn it on later. They certainly turn it off early. But it's just so frustrating. They can't have a message that says, we have shut off the internet. You have to just sit here and wait and, okay, it looks like it failed. The blue line is gone. So they don't turn it on at 6. Alright, and they don't turn it on at 7 either. That blue line looks like it's gonna fail. Usually these trash piles will have a fence around them. Maybe this is a new one, a temporary one. Because that seems to be the standard for most cities. Off the side of the road, people, I don't know, they just put fences around these types of ones. But if you're a small enough town, I guess it's not a big deal. It's like some kind of old truck. And they got a wood processing factory over here. It's pretty big on the map too. Are they expecting a flood? They got a lot of sandbags on the rivers. Veterans Island Park. Alright, I think this bridge goes to Veterans Island Park. That's fresh, cold microbrews. No overnight camping. Yeah, it's a pretty nice bridge. Pretty strong. No overnight camping again. Maybe they've had like problems in the past. Oh, there's another bridge over there because I'm on an island. Is that an authentic cabin? Or is this just made for this thing right here? Yeah, it looks almost authentic. Oh, here's an explanation. Oh, it's a new thing. Stone toilet. Alright, so they call it a stone toilet, but it's completely empty. It's just like something for rain protection, I guess. Built by the Civilian Corps, 1935. Used to maybe have pegs. Restored in 2005. What was that hole for? Where you shoot out the poop. Maybe they had a pipe that went directly into the river. Well, I can't deny the fact that I'm not finding any wild fruits in this area. Wyoming, Colorado, they're like practically non-existent. Yeah, Veterans Park is kind of popular. I was gonna like do a little suspension training working out, and then all of a sudden a bunch of people just started converging. It looks like they got a free pool. They even provide suits? Huh. Okay. So this pool is run on donations? The main pool though. So there's a view from the distance. It says temperatures may exceed 104. That's what the weather's going to be like today. I'm still shocked that so many libraries equate Wi-Fi hours with checking out book hours. I mean, that seems so antiquated to have that attitude. They think they need to shut off the Wi-Fi when the library shut off. That's pretty much what they do in this town. But I mean, the way the society is developing, they're trying to offer more access. But there's cities like this who want to offer less. And then you get into Amish and Mennonite living. There's like a certain level that some cities want to just put a level break off from what modern society is gravitating towards. You'll find them. It's unfortunate that they can't be better advertised. Instead, I just have to show up to find out the hard way how backwards a city is progressing. Some cities try to embrace technology while others will hold off. There's no franchises. There's no, well, the Family Dollar. I don't know how the Family Dollar's squeezing in. A lot of places, Family Dollar squeezes in a lot of places that would reject Walmart. I bet a lot of people who comment on my Walmart video where the guy said I can't sit at the pharmacy chairs, I bet a lot of those people say, well, let's protest Walmart. They probably don't have a Walmart in their city, so they know what life is like without one. It is only 7:45, and it feels like that heat is taking its sweet, sweet time. But I know it'll come. It's supposed to get up to 90. Alright, so apparently I wandered onto a ranger station. Thunder Basin. I get the feeling that open access pool is open at all hours of the day and night. There's no gate. So there's probably people sneaking in at night. I've really no good reason to head this way, except to just a little curious what's over that hill. Alright, it's just another hill to look over. I was thinking about flying the drone around this, but there's too many. The power lines are a bit of a problem. And I really don't need to fly a drone around this. It's pretty self-explanatory. Wow, it looks like I'm entering a dead end. This is all going to housing. That's a surprise. It didn't have a sign. It's really frustrating how exchanging property can be such a scam. People can sell 1-inch properties in Florida. I just don't even bother. There's so many people, even honest people, can turn rotten with greed. This is some freaky store. They got these dusty furs all over. do not like it. This is a grocery store. It's kind of sick to see such dusty taxidermy projects. And only like 10% of these animals were legally allowed to buy and sell and eat. I'm no vegetarian, but I find these disgusting. Ask not what your mom can do for you, but what you can do for your mom. Alright, so this is a community center. Yeah, I'd expect there to be a front desk right at the very entrance. Oh my god. Alright. It's 3 p.m. I was expecting it to get hot, but I can touch my spoon. It's sitting up here. Yep. This ain't bad. This is much better than I expected. I don't know if the experience would ever be the same, but I just think it'd be nice to reminisce and go back to listening to a Marilyn Manson's Antichrist Superstar album, and then having access to a gym. I couldn't listen to that music just sitting around. I need to just be like enjoying a good workout too. Alright, 6:20 p.m. and it's 91 degrees. For some reason I've been able to sit in my car and it's been exposed to the sun the whole time, and it doesn't seem that bad. It's probably because the wind chill is a factor. I'm just thinking that, heck, I can deal with this heat. It's just the way it presents itself. You pose for me? After all my experiences with hot springs, okay, usually they cost money, or they're just like seemingly non-existent. It's just like the name, or they're just inaccessible in general, or something. There's just something that it doesn't click with the advertisement, with the spot located on the map. When I saw that for Saratoga Hot Springs, I just thought, no big deal, I don't care. But then I pass by and I see that there's people that could just go in at any time, 24 hours a day, into this water and use it for free. You're not restricted. You don't have to pay a dime. That's the first hot spring setup I've seen that's really attractive. Well, it's a little warm though, 91 degrees and 106 water. It's probably even hotter than that with this weather. Alright, so they got the swimming pool that's open. There's sandbags over there. No overnight parking. I'm just gonna check out this hot tub again, see if it's really busy. So they've posted no RVs, no overnight parking. It's just no overnight parking is a big deal. And they have this available 24 hours, so I could see how that'd be a problem. So you could go right around this building to avoid the swimming pool and go right to the hot tub. Russian almond? Dwarf Russian almond? 102 in the smaller one, 118 in the bigger one today. So people are using the hot tub, and then when they're hot enough, they'll jump in the river right next to it. It's not packed, but it looks popular, but it's not packed. There's not an overflow. I don't know what the deal is. There's really full support with lockers and access. It's only 0.4 miles from where I'm at. I'm thinking I'd like to swing by at like midnight or something. No overnight parking. Yeah, that's where I saw it. It is attractive, but they have to, like, people could park here and say, oh, I'm using the pool. So there's that discrepancy. I never really checked the bathrooms. Mineral hot springs. I never checked those bathrooms. Actually, I should have. They might, but I'm thinking they'll probably lock those at night. Because they shut off the internet at 8 p.m., I made sure to record video, screen capture video on my iPod of me just navigating around the Google Maps in case there's something I couldn't take up enough pictures of. I took a couple of pictures of mostly the library addresses, but just in case I get confused which library address is where and whatnot, maybe I could refer to the video. Alright, so after walking around a little bit, I noticed this place has quite a few bathrooms. Even there's a porta potty at one of the gas stations. I know which is my favorite now, well, which I would prefer over others. But it's like some cities offer no bathrooms while others have more than enough. And also let me add that I made sure to cut. I've had this hat for years and it's always too tight, and so I cut in the back, and then that'll spread out when I put it on. It fits better. And then I made sure to, even though it's so old, I made sure to embroider. The fabric is actually kind of like falling apart. Alright, I gotta dump this drinking vessel. I lost this ring. It started leaking. I lost the ring. And I remember seeing it lay on the floor, but I didn't put two and two together until now. When I noticed it leaking, and I'm like, what's the problem? Uh-oh. How do I find another ring for this? I'm just gonna have to dump it. I found it anyway. It's been very useful for the past couple of years. It's 9:30 and it's 73 degrees according to the bank. So at 3 p.m. it was 91 and now it's dropped to 73. That's pretty good. That really shows how strong the winds have been. Right, making a note that I'm feeling a pain in the appendix area suddenly starting yesterday, and I suddenly ate coconut, a lot of it, the day before roughly. I think there's a connection. It's 7:30 a.m. I think I'm ready to just run over to the Mountainside. I'm just amazed it's called Medicine Bow as well. But I left the Medicine Bow. And I'm finding some benefit to laying this board down in here. It just fits. It raises, about 4 or 5 inches, which is pretty nice for sleeping. I can rest my feet on here a little bit, raise them up a little bit. The Wi-Fi is pretty good here. I'm thinking that I'd like to take some time and stitch another movie together and then take off.